Hey everyone, it's Alex here. I apologize. I am extremely sick. But anyway, wanted to remind you that if you wanted some answers to some of the burning questions that you have for the Beholder's Eye crew, be sure to check out the pinned tweet on our Twitter account, Beholder's Eye Pod. And we've got a number of questions already, but feel free to shoot us some more, and if it's a good one, we'll get to it. I would recommend maybe even waiting to the Tuesday of the week of February 1st, which is the last day. I gotta say, over the next few episodes, shit gets wild, man. It gets a little bit crazy. Things go in directions that none of us expected, and I'm guessing there are going to be some questions about that. Anyway, hit us up there. Of course, you can do it on our website, beholderseyecast.com. Now, on to the show. Welcome to Beholder's Eye, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons epic fantasy adventure. My name is Alex, and I'll be your host and Dungeon Master. On the Great Isle, it is a time of religious wars, imperial domination, and an ancient evil reborn. Only one crew can save the world from utter destruction. They are
Maugraine Silverbeard, Paladin of St. Eligius.
Zelara of Tremez, Wandering Elven Monk.
Magnar Skullgrim, Goliath Sorcerer.
Hibonite, the fire-kindled, wandering Flameossifer.
All right, Ryan, you want to tell us what happened last week?
Yeah. So we started in a fight in our usual manner. I set hello with a fireball. It went south, followed by south, and we ran away. We made camp, we talked a little bit. Hibonite opened up to the group. Hibonite was inappropriate, as usual, and it turns out, well, Maugraine has, we believe, slept with this hammer, and now has a super ego and wants to reforge everything by smashing it to pieces. Valhalla gave Magnar a letter to get him into Calendar in case we get separated, because we decided to go back in and fight the things that just slapped us around, because we're smart. We made a plan for Zelara to sneak in, get in a good position, then we send a small tin can shaped object at them as fast as he can with my special sauce, also known as haste. And it didn't go well because Zelara fell over and hurt herself and is now visible before everyone else is in place. And that's where we pick up, I believe.
Well, actually, right after that, because she was visible, one of the Hulks saw her, ran over, and smashed her. She was prone, so he got a critical on her and smashed her for 35 points, turning her officially into elf jelly and effectively into elf jelly.
I have 3 hit points left, thank you.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, I think you said 45 at first, so I was like, yeah.
Okay, well then he just smashes her, and she, so, you know, when people
screams
hear it
out
last
in pain.
time, yeah, she screams out in pain. She was on the ground, so she still bounced up a little bit, and then it is now her turn in the turn order. So you're on the ground, you've just been smashed. What are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna stand up, and so I'm gonna stand up. I'm going to try to center myself, give myself as many hit points as I can, which brings me up to 20. And oh wait, no.
How does that
21.
work now?
I get 18 hit points that I can, it's kind of like lay on hands, but I can only do it to myself.
Okay. And did you roll for that, or how does that work? Or no, it's lay on hands, so it's just,
I just
okay.
do it.
Okay, cool.
It's my action. So I used half my movement to stand up, and I'm gonna back away 25 feet if I can.
All right, he will get an attack of opportunity on you for that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. All right.
But he has
disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Right.
Because bracer.
So 15, does that hit?
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Okay, great. So he swings at you and misses as you run away. It is now your turn, Hibonite.
So Maugraine is already hasted. Things look like they've gone wrong. Can I see into the town and where everyone is?
Yeah, I'm assuming you guys are all in position. You're ready for the attack, except for Zelara just tripped.
Oh, do I stop spells or fireball? I see. I'm going to magic missile one into each of them, which would be a total of, just press the spell. One takes 3 damage, and the other 2 take 5 damage. One of the 5s are going to the Scholar, 1 5 into the Hulk thing attacking Zelara, and 3 into the other one.
Okay.
And that's my... I'll stay where I am.
Okay. All right, it is now the other Hulk's turn, and he is going to come charging. You ran 25 feet away, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because that's half my speed.
Right. So, He will come running up to where his buddy is and then pick up a large rock and throw it at you. You said 13 is going to miss you, right?
Correct.
He picks up another rock and launches it at you. 16, does that hit?
Oh, yes.
All right,
Just
take
barely.
16 points of bludgeoning damage as a fairly large boulder hits you in the back.
60?
616.
Oh. Okay, good. I'm not dead.
All right, it is your turn, Margraine, the bearded
Okay.
Silverbeard.
and can I make it to any of them in the full hasted movement?
Yes,
Okay.
and they're standing right next to each other, and then their leader is sitting, the one who's dressed kind of like a scribe, but is giant, is sitting in the back.
Okay, so what I'm going to do then is, as my action, I'm going to use Armor of Agathis at level 2. So, I get 10 temporary hit points, and then stuff happens if I take damage, and I'll say when that happens.
Okay.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to use the ability for my Hexblade's Curse on him.
Which him?
The
scribe?
main guy. Yeah, the
Okay.
scribe.
Okay.
And then I'm going to run right at him and use the hasted action to make one swing with my
Okay.
hammer. So does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay, for 10 damage plus the 3 from the Hexblade's Curse. So 13 total.
Okay, very nice.
Yep, and that's Margraine done.
Okay, well, now it is his turn, and he's not feeling really too thrilled with what's going on here. So he is going to...
Actually, isn't it my turn?
You're right, it is your turn. I don't know why I thought it was mine. Go ahead, your turn.
Okay.
Go.
So could I get to them? To the
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Very well. Then I will rage and cloud of daggers. Oh, I gotta figure out which one I'm gonna hit first.
You've got the
I think
two
we're gonna-
Hulks, and then you've
Yeah.
got the Scribe.
I'm gonna have to go for the one by Zelara, or one of the ones by Zelara.
Okay.
Try to draw their attention. So
Yeah, and they're not next to Zelara. They're just the ones
Oh.
who attacked her.
Oh, because she ran away. Okay.
Right. Yeah, that guy only got her because he threw a boulder at her.
Got it. Okay. Then actually, I guess I'll go after the scribe as well.
Okay.
So, all right. And just so you know, I do have my shield out and just using my warhammer.
Okay.
All right. Actually, that wouldn't be Cloud of Daggers then. Witch Bolt. 13.
13 misses.
All right. Second one. 21.
21 hits.
All right. It's 13 damage.
Okay.
Plus 5 radiant.
Cool. So 18 total.
Yep.
I love it now that you guys are like slinging real damage, and it's not just like 7. Oh, I rolled 10. Yay! I was so excited. It's a lot more fun. Okay. So you guys do that. He begins to cast a spell, and both of you give me a DC.
Counterspell.
And that, okay, how does that work again for...
If it's level 3 or lower, its spell fails with no effect. If a caster level is 4 or higher, make an ability check using spell ability, DC. So what level spell is it?
It's a 5th level spell.
So I have to do a DC plus 2, I believe.
Plus
Yeah,
the
it's
spell's
a
level, so
15.
DC plus 5, so it's 15.
So that, okay, that's not impossible. Okay.
What are you rolling for that, though? Oh, your
yeah.
spellcasting ability. Okay, cool.
So I'm rolling a charisma check. Let's roll my charisma. 16.
Ooh, nice. Very
Fifth level
good.
spell slot. That could be bad. It's a lot of things there.
All right, so, yep, you stop him, and he tries to cast a spell, and, well, he does cast the spell, and right as it's about to go off, you stop it, and he's like, what in the actual fuck is going on here?
Language.
And it is now going to
Stage
be...
fright.
All right, it's going to be the first giant who attacked Zelara, Milo. He is going to... Yeah, she's only 25 feet away, so he's going to charge you, Zelara.
Of course he is.
I don't know. Okay, hold on. And swing his great club. 12 misses, yes?
Yes.
20
Yes,
hits. So he swings once, misses. Swings again, hits you in the back for 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm down.
All right, and then
I thought
Milo
you-
yells, ho, 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 little fall. And
Okay,
it is
and
your turn,
I'll
Zelara.
channel divinity.
You're what?
I'll channel divinity on that.
Okay.
For rebuke the violent. Also, he needs to
Okay.
make a wisdom save. If he doesn't beat a 14, then he takes all of it. He takes half if he passes.
Yep, he rolled a 3, so he did not.
Yep.
And you hit him, and so that would 19 points of damage. So he is... Oh, where? Ouchie! All right, it is... Give me a death save, Zelara.
Because it's my turn. Excellent. Let's see how that goes. That is not a success. That's an 8.
All right, one failure. Your turn, Hibonite. And from your vantage, you're the only one of the team who has seen Zelara fall.
How far away is she?
You can get to her if you want to run up to her. She's got a...
Is she within 30 feet?
Yes, she's got this standing Hulk above her, though.
That's not a safe place to be.
It sure ain't.
I will misty step behind her, so I won't be engaged with the creature.
Okay.
And that spell. I will pour a healing potion down her throat.
You can't do that.
That'll be my action.
It spells your action.
Well, Misty Step is a bonus action.
Bonus.
Oh, perfect. Then never mind. You can do that. Ignore me.
And I will then move 30 feet away.
That was 2d4 plus 4, correct?
+2.
Yeah.
+2.
+2.
Yay, 9 hit points.
Okay. All right. So now it is Otis's turn, and looks like his friend has got everything under control, so he's going to go and charge the 2 people who are attacking his boss. Going to swing at Margraine, 25, and he's going to swing once at Magnar, 25. So Margraine, take 10 points of bludgeoning damage. Magnar, take 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
I'm going to shield that so I don't take it.
Okay.
Because that brings me up to 27.
All right.
Now this
because
is
of the
how
haste.
you fight.
Yeah, because it's +2 because of haste, and then plus another 5 because of the
Because
shield.
of shield. Perfect.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's how you take care of it when your DM is rolling 26.
Yep.
25.
25 in a row. 2 in a row.
Oh,
row.
I'm sorry.
All right. Now it is your turn, Margraine.
Okay. So
Big
for
guy in front of you and a big guy behind you.
yep. So for my
Just how he likes it.
He is covered in special sauce.
So for my bonus action, first, I'm going to Shield of Faith to increase my AC by 2, bringing me up to 24. And then I am going to Green Flame Blade the Scribe.
Okay.
I'm going to swing it at the Scribe. So I swing. Does a 15 hit?
15 misses.
Okay. And then I swing again. Does a 22 hit?
22 hits.
For 13 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Plus 3 from the curse. And then I will use the hasted action to swing once again.
Okay.
And then the last hit doesn't hit, so.
All right. So now it is your turn, Magnar.
All right, and you just attacked the scribe again, right? Okay, then I will do the same. Witch bolt. 20 to hit.
20 hits.
9 bludgeoning plus. Damn it. 9 divine.
Okay.
Now I'll bonus action do my hunter's mark because I forgot. Oh, witch bolt. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
7 bludgeoning plus 6 hunter's mark.
Okay, so that's 18 plus 15. Okay. It's not too shabby, man. Okay. Are you done?
Yep, I'm done.
Okay. This dude is not thrilled with what's going on here. So he's going to swing with his glaive at Margraine. 19 misses.
No, yeah, it misses.
And 23 hits Magnar.
Yep.
All right. So, okay. Go ahead and take 20 points of damage for me, slashing.
All right.
And then that's it. Okay, that is the end of his turn, and we're going to start back up at the top, and we've got the Otis, or Milo, is standing over Zelara.
Die, little.
And he swings his great club. 10 misses. Swings his
good.
great club. 17 hits.
Uh-huh.
Take 14 points of damage.
I'm down again. Well, that's fun.
Well, at
All
least we're
right,
keeping you
Zelara,
up.
it's your turn. Go ahead and give me another death save.
Oh my gracious.
These healing potions aren't cheap, guys. We've burnt through most.
Right? That is a 15, so I succeeded.
All right, you've got to pass. All right, it's your turn, Hibonite.
How many would I be able to get in a 5-foot line without any allies, potentially? Or at least not Solara.
You can get one.
In a 100-foot, 5-foot line? 100 feet long by 5 foot wide.
Yeah, because right now you've got Milo is standing there over Zelara, but then you've got Otis is up against, he's attacking Magnar and Margraine from the rear, and in front of him he has, in front of them is the scribe. So
I'll use the Wand of Lightning Bolt, which would just one charge on it to start with, which is 8d6 dice from the wand, just one charge. So it's a dexterity saving throw 15, or he takes 24 damage, half of it on a successful save.
it takes the full brunt of the 24 damage.
And I will shout, "Over here, big guy, leave the little girl alone." This is going to
All
end so
right.
badly for
He goes,
me.
Oh, little man mean.
and
Big
all right,
guy
is that
mean.
is that the end of your turn?
I will move 30 feet away from him.
Okay.
Wise
Smart.
choice.
All right, so Otis's turn. He is going to attack the two in front of
Still
him.
60 feet in range of the scribe.
Yeah, I mean, you'll be able to get him. It's just, as far as a straight line's concerned, it's not going to...
I just want to stay 60 feet in range of him for my counter spells.
Okay, cool. So the first one swings at you, Magnar, and he misses. He swings at you, Margraine, and I think this is a miss now, 22.
Yep, that's a miss.
Wow.
I've got an
That's
AC of
insane.
24 at the moment.
Okay, so that is his turn. It is now your turn, Margraine.
Okay, so I'm going to swing at him with the green flame blade, of
Which him?
course. The scribe.
Okay.
The scribe, yep. Does a 24 hit?
It does.
Okay. So that's for 8 bludgeoning damage plus an additional 10 fire damage and an additional 3 from the curse. And then I'm going to swing at him again. And an 8 does not hit, I'm assuming.
No, it does not.
And does a 14 hit?
14 does not.
Okay, that's me done.
Okay. All right, now it is your turn, Magnar.
All right, going after the scribe again. The Warhammer Firebolt. 25
Hits.
That's 10 bludgeoning.
Okay.
It's 9 radiant
All right.
and 4 hunter's mark.
Okay.
And he's still up, I'm assuming.
Yep.
All right. Firebolt. 24 to hit.
Yeah.
8 bludgeoning
Okay.
and 5 hunter's mark.
Okay. Well, he is not looking great at this point at all. And he will, let's see, go ahead and he's going to attack Magnar. And Magnar, 17 doesn't hit you though, does it? With your
Nope.
All right. He swings at you once, you bounce it off your shield. He swings at you again, you're able to deflect it with your weapon. He is frustrated and turns and runs. You both get an attack of
Yay.
opportunity.
Awesome.
Oh, 14.
Miss.
17?
Hit.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to put a divine smite into that. So 12 bludgeoning damage plus an additional 12 radiant damage. And was this the scribe?
Yep.
Okay. Plus 3 for the curse.
All right.
So
Yep,
27.
he's running away. God, fuck, shit, ow, ow. Your turn. It's, all right, it's Milo's turn. And he's going to run toward whatever your name is, Hibonite. And mad that he can't reach you, he just picks up, well, first of all, he takes his great club and throws it at you. Does 22 hit? Yep. Okay, take 26 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's over half my health.
Okay, then he picks up just a stone that's on the ground, on the ground, and flings it at you like he's sideswiping it, like he's going to try and skip it. It bounces off the ground, flies up, and goes right for your head. Does an 18 hit?
Yep.
All right, it bounces off your being, giving you 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
So that's 42 to 4 in one attack. effectively.
Welcome to my world.
So I guess Vadhava's sitting this one out.
It is your turn, Zelara.
Here, have another death save.
Critical success, come on.
Hey, it's a 17.
All right. Well, what turn is this? Is this turn 4?
2.
No, I
think
know
it's
for death save. So
Oh.
that's 2 successes,
3.
0 failures. This is only the third. Okay, cool. All
Or
right.
third or fourth. I think it's third.
Yeah, it's third.
Oh yeah, I was dead to begin with. I remember now.
Yeah. Hibonite, it is your turn.
So with the dick who just threw boulders at me, I'm the wand of lightning bolt. I've spent 5 charges on it, so it's gonna be 13d6. This dick needs to die. I'm gonna try and angle it to not hit anyone else, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying, if you're gonna try and get fancy with it, you're not gonna be able to shoot through. And it's a dex save, is that right?
Yeah, it's a dex save, or he takes. Let me just check. It is an extra d6 for each. Extra d6 for each stop. 13.
So I
D6.
failed. I rolled a 2, which became a 1.
Only 40 damage.
Well, it's enough. What's it look like when you kill him?
I want the lightning bolt to make his hit him, go into him, and just multiple parts of his body start exploding outwards. Blood everywhere.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it just starts to boil up. His skin kind of bubbles and boils and starts bursting like just really full zits all over his body, and it's awesome.
Tibonite has the bloody mess perk from Fallout.
So that is the end of Milo. It is now Otis's turn, and he is going to swing at Magnar. Nope, not Magnar. The tin can, Margraine. 26. Does that hit you now or not?
That does, but I'll shield it.
So
it's not gonna hit me.
Wow, look at you.
You have reason to be
Swing
confident.
at Magnar. 26.
Yep.
20. I keep doing that with this guy. All right, 26. 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. It's all right. I'm doing pretty well. So.
Okay. It is your turn, Margraine.
Okay. And so the scribe took off. He's within range of me, right? Since I'm hasted.
Yeah, he has 40 feet of movement, just so you know.
Okay. And since Milo moved, I can see Zelara now, potentially.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see Zelara because you've got.
I wouldn't have noticed Zelara.
No, you wouldn't have noticed because she's behind you.
Okay.
And you got Otis standing directly behind you, pounding on or trying to pound on you.
I'm gonna take off after the scribe.
Okay.
I'm gonna run up
40 feet. Oh, you got haste. Okay.
Yeah,
Forgot.
yeah, I can move 50. I am going to swing at him with my hammer, my flaming hammer. Does a 24 hit?
24 hits, yeah.
Okay, and that will do 10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Plus an additional 6 fire, and then 3 for the curse. And then I'm gonna swing again.
Okay.
Does a 25 hit?
25 hits.
Okay, which is a 19, and since he's my target, that's also a crit. Since he's cursed, because I crit on a 19.
Okay.
So
roll that dice again.
I get to roll the damage again. Let's see. So 7 damage plus 12 damage, so 19 total for that hit. Plus 10, 18 fire damage.
Okay.
Plus an additional 3 for the Hexblade's curse. Then I'm going to do a level 2 Divine Smite into that because this guy gotta go down. For 7 Radiant plus an additional 9 Radiant.
What does it look like when he dies?
I'm assuming he's just engulfed in holy flame as I just decimate him.
That's 72 damage.
Yeah.
This is what optimizing looks like, folks. And not even truly optimized because you're a halfling paladin.
Yep. And I think I'm done.
All right, it is your turn, Magnar.
All right.
You
now
saw
I
all
turn
that happen in front of you.
Good job.
And then I
Thank you.
turn on Otis. I'm dropping my shield, pulling out my longsword, and
Cloud of daggers.
24, 9 bludgeoning, 9 radiant, 3 from a hunter's mark. Then the second attack with the longsword is 24 to hit, and that's 11 slashing plus 2 hunter's mark. Then for my offhand attack with my warhammer, 24 to hit, and that's 8 damage plus 3 hunter's mark.
So how many points of damage was that this turn?
Oh god,
for
so
you.
18, 21, which one was that? 32, 34, 52, 55 damage.
You need to up your game.
I know.
We're monsters.
You guys had done 2 points of damage to this guy, and you beforehand, and you just took him down like halfway. Dear God. Okay.
Meanwhile, Zelara's just on the ground.
Twitching.
All right, and then give me 1 second.
Just imagine if you were up, how much damage we'd be doing. So.
I know.
I'm
I
sorry,
didn't get
Kim.
Taken down every turn. It'd be different.
Yeah.
Alex said I didn't notice you.
I know, it's okay.
I was trying.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't have. This guy's huge. He's 50
Way to
feet
keep it
tall.
to the narrative. I appreciate it. We're all about the story.
And then you guys hear a whoop, and Magnar, you see a fireball engulf Otis. He's not down, but he's looking very hurt, and he's all singed up.
I look over to where the fireball came from, assuming it's Vodhava, and I'll wink at her.
Okay.
Because she can see that from here.
Yeah, she can't see that.
She has elf eyes.
It's only good for seeing hobbits as they're going to Isengard. Come on.
All right, Zelara, let's see if you can stay alive. Go ahead and give me a death save.
Staying alive? Yay!
All right, you are saved 3 for 3. Hibonite, it's your turn.
Stabilize. Stable.
Stabilize.
I will. I'm gonna run over to the last big guy, and I'm going to burning hand him.
Okay.
You're gonna run over to him?
Well, I'm gonna run into 15-foot range of him.
Okay. I'm just checking. I mean...
No, that's a good thing. I need to point that out, otherwise I'm gonna die. I'm still on 4. So, DC 15 saving throw, or he takes 3d6 fire damage plus 4.
7.
He takes 12 fire damage.
12 fire damage. All right, what's it look like when he dies?
Yay!
I like the idea of the flames just like curl up around him and he blows up as well.
Okay. So he's screaming, and then suddenly the flames go into his mouth as though they're sucked in magically, and then they start shooting out of every orifice in his body. His eyes pop out, and he goes off like a Russian candle.
And as he explodes, I'll shout over to Mark.
Roman candle. Is it Russian?
I'll shout over to Mark.
Like in episode 2 or something as well.
Yeah, episode 1. Episode 1, it was the goblins
episode
like Russian. Yeah.
Oh, right.
That's probably what I'm thinking of.
But after that, I'll shout over to Margraine. Zelara needs some of your special sauce.
I'll sit down, thanks.
Yeah, but I'll go. I'll go heal Zelara. So I'll use my healer feat to since she's already stable, she can regain 1d6 plus 4 plus your maximum number of hit die. So 6 right now. So 1d6 plus 10.
6 plus 10?
Yep.
That's 11. Thank goodness for the plus 10.
Yep. So you're up. Excellent.
Oh, man, those guys like to throw their rocks, don't they?
So
they do.
Anyone want to bust this guy's ribcage open and read what's inside?
I'll go check on Vodhava.
I think it's already thoroughly bust open. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I eviscerated him with that hammer. I would assume that, we can just look. We don't even have to reach in.
Did he pop and just a book fall to the ground?
All right, so you take open, or you look through the book that you find in his chest cavity, his burnt out chest cavity, and what you notice is it is similar to the other books you've seen. Out of 10 of the chapters in there, 2 of them are completely burnt inside.
Can't make an omelet.
Do you need a recipe?
Give me, well, no. Yeah, Hibonite, go ahead and give me a history check here. And it's DC 5.
I have a plus 3. Oh, that's the wrong one. 13.
Okay, so you look at the other books that you have, and you've noticed that in all of them now, there are 2 chapters that are scorched out.
Okay, so the damage to the book wasn't you, and it seems these pages are burnt on all books, including the ones we didn't explode.
Do you remember what was on them?
Were they always burnt, Alex, or?
Nope. And remember, I guess the books are, each of the chapters are in different order in each of the books, but it's the same chapters, so.
Would I remember what they said before? Or would that be a
nothing
test?
specific. I mean, it's more about, it's just about Murad Hall's account of the war that took place. So it's just 2 chapters, 2 different battles he spoke about.
Just 2 chapters of battles he was in.
Battles he was in, and just his thoughts at the time, and spells he used, that kind of thing.
What the godly voice just said.
That's rather odd, huh?
I mean, what about our lives isn't odd?
It's It's true. Oh, Alex.
Yes?
Does he have a black dagger at all or anything?
Yes, he does.
He does?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hibonite, can you look over this, maybe?
Yeah. Do you want like an Arcana check?
I would say so, yeah.
Should really get studied in it. That's a 10.
All right, so you know this to be the same blade that seemed to be used in the conversion ritual from before. Looking it over, you're going to notice that it is similar to the Heart of Hathor.
Ooh.
Though it's not made of, that's on Zelara's wrist, though it's not quite the same material. You notice that there is something similar to it. And also the darker shades of gray that are run through Margraine's armor as well.
Okay.
It seems to represent your guys' gifts a bit.
Huh. That's
So
interesting.
maybe semi-divine? This stuff does seem to come from a church sort of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe the church is based on an ancient evil demon.
Well, I mean, divine isn't necessarily good, right? So
Could just be a different god fighting out between each other.
Yeah.
I'm
hear-
assuming you wanted... Sorry.
Vadhava say, Magnar. And you guys look back, and she's walking toward you, the group of you, through the village, or walking toward you and Zelara. You're seeing this all as it happens. Suddenly, the doors open, and those people from the house, and you're noticing that from every house, there are now these people walking out, and they seem to be congregating around Vadhava.
Well, I run over there.
All the people, their skin is black, not like it's their skin color, it's not pigmentation, it's black, as though it's been changed over time. Their faces are smashed in different positions. They're definitely, as you know, dead, but it seems like their faces are somehow frozen in time. They're moving fairly slowly, but are definitely attracted to Vadhava.
Do they look like something we saw at that castle where we got her?
No.
Like any of those experiments? Okay.
So are they like fully surrounding her, or they're trying to?
They're trying to. They're just kind of ambling. They're not moving quickly. They're just kind of ambling.
Okay, then I'll run over there, and I mean, I assume she's trying to get away from them, not just stand there.
No. She's moving quickly, but not like running panic or whatever. She's obviously trying not to freak them out. Zelara, what are you doing? You're the one who saw this first.
what? I knew that was going to be a problem. I'm gonna. I guess I'll go to Vadhava's side because that's not cool. Guys, Margraine, Hibonite, the dead are waking up.
Okay. How many are there?
Right now there seem to be about 15, but they keep coming out of the houses that are left standing.
Okay. Anything immediately noticeable that was on the body of the scribe other than the dagger and the book?
Nope.
I think we should probably get out of here now.
Does seem like the idea.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. And as you guys start moving quickly, all their mouths drop open at once, and you hear them say, "We just want to hold the child. Let us hold the child."
As we're leaving, we get a little distance away. I'm trying to throw a fireball back at them.
Okay.
If that has any need, it's in the chat feed.
All right. So, all right, you hit them, and they start going up, and you just hear them continue to chant as they're flaming. It doesn't seem to stop them, but they are all aflame, and they're slowly disintegrating as they're walking towards you, just saying, "We want to see the child. Let us hold the child."
Oh, God.
Just keep going.
Nope. Zelara's noping it out of there as fast as she can.
You guys make your way down the road. All right, so you guys make your way down the road, and you know it should be, especially Margraine and Zelara, you know you've probably got another 4 days of travel. If you stick by road, are you going to stay by the road, or are you going to go into the bog? What are you doing?
Not into the bog.
Nope.
With the creepy laughing children. No.
Nope.
A rest would be really good.
Okay.
Well, yes.
Yeah. When
You
we
guys-
get far enough away from the town.
I can have somewhat immediate plans.
Okay. I'm sorry, you saying you want to make some immediate plans? What were you saying?
No, not immediate plans, but at some point soon. I'm still on 4, and over half my spells are gone.
Oh, I will use another thing of my healer's kit. Yeah, you take 1d6 plus 10 as well. Just, yeah, there you go.
I'm still at 11 even with the healer's kit. So,
Ooh, 12. I'm at 16.
Okay. So, as you guys make your way through or on the road, you're still surrounded by the bog for that first night. And the whole way through, it sounds like the wind's even saying, and it says, "Let us see the child. We just want to hold the child." You make it...
I do want to talk
just
a little bit.
Ulford told me that Ilva is special. That she's...
What was it? She would be of might and magic? Is that what he said?
Yep.
Okay.
That she would be of might and magic. I don't know what that means, but if they're trying to get to her, we need a safe place.
Yeah.
Yes. If we just make our way through the night, we should be beyond the bog within the next half day, though it means no rest this evening.
I can survive with no rest.
Okay.
Well, I would suggest me and Zelara are in the middle, because we will go down if something attacks us. And we're on the
Well, I'm
outskirts.
currently full hit points, so.
Of course you
Oh,
are.
are you? Are you?
Yeah.
I'm
AC 27.
I've hit you.
I'm only at-
Wait, no, you stopped.
51.
You're only on like 10 more hit points than when I have maximum.
Okay. Go ahead
I need them.
Let's see. As you guys make your way down the road, you hear the of wyvern wings, not wyvern, wyvern wings. Go ahead and give me a stealth check to make sure you're not seen. And go ahead and have one person do it for the group. You can do stealth or survival. I'm going to make this a group action, and you can help.
Okay,
Who has
I
the
got a
highest in
+5.
evils? I got a +5 stealth.
Yeah.
You don't want me doing either of these.
No.
You've rolled survival generally good, so I'll assist you in that.
No, I would say have Ben do survival and Kim do stealth.
I only have a +3 in survival.
I have a +5 in stealth and a +4 in survival.
If you do survival, and I can do stealth, because I've got a +5 in stealth, but my survival's terrible.
But it's
Can't
one
you
or
just
the other,
do both?
right?
They're both for one, Alec.
Who? What? No. It's pick one that you want to do it, and then elect one person to be the party stealther or survivalist, and the other person can assist, so they can do it at advantage.
Okay. Seeing as I have the highest for both.
Okay.
Let's stealth it, maybe.
All right. And Hibonite helps out.
So 17.
Okay, you had a DC of 12, so you were able to make it through the night, even though you know the wyvern's out there searching for something. You don't know.
At least I'm good for something. Ugh.
You're good for distraction.
All right, so you guys make it through the night, and you're out of the area of the bog. The next few, do you guys have anything you want to talk about, anything you want to do? If not, we're going to jump
I
ahead.
would like to talk to Valhalla at some point.
Okay, go ahead.
So, I know you know Kalendor, you think it's safe and everything. With everything that's going on and how much interest is on your child, do you think it's the safest place if all these forces come in at mass assault against it?
It's one of the safest places on the Great Isle. When you see it, you'll understand, but it's very well defended.
Oh, I get people defended, but if you've heard what Marat Hall's coming with, if he does a siege sort of thing, my people,
I don't know.
My people are far out the way. Almost no one knows where we are. To my knowledge, we've never had a massive army even come to our doors. If your child is as powerful, let's put it that way instead, as it seems, I just worry if it gets grabbed by Marat Hall and he corrupts it, or other people use it for their own agenda rather than the safety of the world.
I really appreciate what you're saying, and it's something that I'm really thinking on. That being said, I feel more safe with my family, as I'm sure you do with yours, in an environment that you know and that I know. I don't know. It's something that...
It's a tricky one. I understand. I wanted to raise my concern again.
Yes.
And just suggest my alternative. I know you don't know my people or anything, and it's only my word, which obviously has been all over the place since we met and everything. So, I just, yeah.
Yes, well, it's something to consider. Magnar, what are your thoughts?
I don't think any place is safe, but the most defensible place would be the best.
It's kind of a non-answer, huh?
I mean, you just can't repeat exactly what we both said. Okay. Good on you, big guy.
Well, I think the question, right, is security through obscurity or behind tall walls? either the most, defensively placed place because of walls and forces, or the most defensive because nobody knows where we're going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to hide a precious gem, for example, do you put it in the bank that if a large force comes it can find eventually and get to it? Or do you hide it in a small safe in your basement in the corner behind some bricks?
My concern, I know nobody's
I would
at.
go for the bank.
Yeah.
Who's going to find it in a basement in a small safe behind some bricks? That's waterlogged. You have to really want to know exactly where it is to get that.
But if somebody's looking for Ilva specifically, in
There are
your
ways of
analogy,
finding her.
Yeah, they would go to your house and they would tear it apart.
I never said it's in my house. I said it's in a basement. They're going to know where the bank is. An army comes in, they're going to take the bank. A lock only keeps someone out for a certain amount of time.
Are there many sorcerers in Kalendor?
There are.
Are there many that know of your child's power? Are there members of the church who know about the experiment where we were? Are there people who can be corrupted who could get to your child? Like Blevin.
I'm pretty sure if there are people, then they can be corrupted. And I think that's universal.
Have there already been actions performed to affect your baby? Do you remember anything like that?
No, not in either one of my memories.
But we do know that if we hadn't intervened, that Mother Caldona had plans for the child.
Yes.
So
just another point on the city stuff. In Durenholm, we found Marat Hall below their church. So there could be stuff beneath Kalendor that no one remembers. No one knows about ancient history that could just pop up.
Well, there are the Crystal Towers, of course.
The Crystal Towers. I know all about them.
Everyone knows about, but we don't know. Nobody's been in ever.
I mean, that in the current world instance, that screams bad. In everything we've seen.
It does.
Everything.
You're right. It absolutely does.
Joe, we had red silver. We had the anvil. Now we have crystal, maybe? Holding something down?
The center of, and I'll point to Margaret, his church had some form of great evil in it that everyone thought was safe. I'm not saying it was evil that was created there, but maybe held there from what I saw. But yeah, I just don't trust anything around here. These lands, everything's been bad news so far.
That's an exceptionally good point.
Apart from Castle Delacroix, a lot of good things happened there.
Did we pass Delacroix on our way back?
No, because Delacroix, that's where everyone else was going, remember?
we went the opposite way.
You guys went the opposite way.
Okay. It's probably ruined too, so.
Well, what do you all think?
If Kalendor is not in flames by the time we get there, we can rest up. We can figure out if it will be in flames soon.
But the things seem to get into flames while we're there.
This is my take on it. Walls and defenses are meant to keep people out, not to keep people in. If we hold up in Kalendor and things are going south, her and the baby can leave.
Oh, potentially. But if Marat Hall finds out about it and sends everything he's got, if the baby is as important as I'm starting to think it is, if he has more than one dragon, how many cities can survive against, say, 5 ancient dragons appearing?
Okay. Here's my counterpoint, right? So Marat Hall and his mother or whoever it is, other ancient great evil, have not only imprisoned your god, but also they've now cut all your people out from the afterlife. Does that not mean that they might not also know where your people are?
Well, I probably didn't completely explain.
You told Margraine all of it for sure in that episode. We just finished that.
Did I talk about how everything was sealed up and?
Yes, you told us that specifically. Minute? Everybody knows about that.
Yep.
I mean, that was a long time ago. Most of my people don't even remember our great god.
Well, from your story of when he encountered you, and from your second vision, at least my thought is that he's sealed under where your people have settled.
I mean, that is...
If she sealed him there, then she knows he's there.
Going back to my people and going into the mountain is how I'm going to release him.
Without the key that you're looking for?
I will make shit up as I go along. That's what we always do. The most fully formed plan we had was that last fight, and everything went tits up straight away.
What are you talking about? We all survived, and all of the other ones have been reforged. It went fine.
I know you're liking your new term, reforging. How do you fix something that well, I'm pretty sure he was spread across the courtyard.
Mm-hmm.
How is that reforged?
He's no longer the same man he was.
He's no longer a man, Max.
Details. It's fine.
I don't know. People have recovered from worse. We had a mountain fall on us, and look at all of us.
We had an ancient god bring us back from the afterlife. I remember that.
Uh-huh. And Meldlum seems like a nice guy to me.
Though frightening.
Yeah. So,
I get everything. It's just...
I'm just saying, if we spend all this time and effort going to your homeland, which is much farther away than Kalendor, we might arrive there just to find another army.
It's crossed my mind before. But how many places across this land? From what we've heard, they're on the far west side, they're here. We found stuff in Durham. They're everywhere here.
Yes.
We're already in the middle of their army.
I feel, especially after what Margarine says, Kalendor seems to be the right choice.
I agree.
Or at least as our next stop. We can decide once we get there.
I never said about not going, I just wanted to raise the points.
And if they're already
also,
under
did you sleep
siege?
with your hammer?
Huh?
Did you sleep with your hammer?
And if they're already under siege, we can just keep going.
Yeah.
So...
we can just keep going.
I just wanted to raise my concerns of how, so far, everywhere we've been here has pretty much been evil. And there's been something lurking beneath everything that's been pulled up to drag everything below. All the people here seem to get corrupted and turned into demons, and the ones that aren't being corrupted are just dicks who scheme and plot against people to get their own power. And we have
one very valid counterpoint.
We're going to, who's in a high position of power, who has a reason to get rid of us and take a super magic weapon. So that's WMD of baby power.
Well, he might not know about her.
He might not know about her, but her being near us is going to make her a target. If he does realise...
I mean, he does know who she is. He's the one who led us to Vadhava.
Bingo.
Coming out of the woods, you see a man, looks disheveled. He's human. You do notice that his right arm and half of his face look like one of Murad Hall's soldiers. It's all red, but the left half is not. He's wearing some elaborate robes, and he says, "Oh, thank God, please help me. Please, I need one of you to kill me." And we'll end the episode there.
Firebolt.
Let me stab you a bunch.
Thanks for listening to episode 44 of Beholder's Eye, Whac-A-Zelara. We always have the best time recording these episodes, and I just really hope you guys are enjoying it as well. If you do like what we do, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, or whatever podcast app you use. It helps us out a whole hell of a lot. If you leave us a 5-star review, we will read it on the air. Here's one from Speaking Music. Enjoy the adventure. This is a live game podcast, so you are immersed in the world the players explore as they adventure. I really love the background atmosphere included as it brings to life the adventure. The players are obviously enjoying the game with a fair amount of tongue-in-cheek banter between them. If you've ever played D&D, this will not only bring back memories of your adventures, but encourage you to pull out those books and dice out again to start your own adventure. Thanks a lot. Speaking Music. If you're in the mood for some D&D goodness, you can't go wrong with our buds over there at Party Advantage Podcast.
Greetings, listeners. Are you looking to add more D&D fun to your lineup? Then be sure to check out Party Advantage, a D&D 5th edition play podcast featuring 2 campaigns alternating each week. In the Arius adventures, you'll set off into the land of Arius. From the ancient dragon gods that created this world to the rise and fall of various races and civilizations, this land has history that stretches far into times long forgotten. Our heroes find themselves on a journey that will take them to the busy city of gnomes, the gilded halls of the High Elves, and to the deepest depths of the Underdark. Then in the Farwind Saga, you'll travel with our group of anti-heroes for their suspense-filled exploits as they explore the enigmatic continent of Farwind. This is an ancient land lost to the histories of Faerun, where mystery and danger shroud the deep forest, forbidden mountains, and dark mires. Yet every risk offers tantalizing rewards to those brave enough to take them. Will these parties gain the advantage on their next encounter? Find out every Wednesday on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. See you then.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter at BeholdersIPod and our website, BeholdersICast.com. You can follow Ryan, who plays Hibonite, at DuffDuff III, Ben, who plays Magnar, at Miro4D2, Kim, who plays Zelara, at Metzgirl, and Sam, who plays Margraine, at Samsalot007. Editing performed by Sam Canary. Music and effects editing by Benjamin Floyd. Thanks, and we'll see you next week. All music by INCOMPETECH, Crossing the Chasm, The Descent, Love Song, Ossuary 6, Air, Virtutes, Instrumenti, Curse of the Scarab, and A Journey Begins by Kevin MacLeod at INCOMPETECH.com. Licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0 license. CreativeCommons.org/licenses/by/3.0/ All sound effects by zapsplat.com. Please check the show notes for further details.